screenplay I wrote in college. Hear me out. What if we go to LA?
I'm sorry. I think I was just reacting to your joke. What's happening? Blair, you told me you had 3 job offers.
I did, and it was a real dream come true. But you know what? We don't need money to be happy.
I'm sorry. There must be some sort of fight or flight thing, but this is okay. Okay.
Again, this is your guy, Lucky Rico. I'm here at the Gold Standard Group YouTube channel. If you're joining for the first time, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to this channel, because we share great information and we do it in a fun and entertaining way. So if you live in America, then you understand this word capitalism. It's an economic and political system in that a country's trade and profit is owned by private individuals or companies rather than by the state or government. All right. And you live in that economic system just like I do. So don't let people tell you that money is not important. All right. Money is very important for a lot of people to live a quality life in America. It's different if you may live in a socialist country, but even socialist countries like Venezuela, for example, are having problems because the government now can't take care of their people because revenues just aren't coming in. They've got a hyperinflated currency, and that's what we fear that could happen here in the United States. So, folks, money is very important. And it's not the love of money that's important. It's what you can do with the money that's important. That's why I'm here on YouTube explaining to all of you how I'm monetizing my life. I'm using the tools in my day-to-day activity, and I'm taking those tools and I'm monetizing them. I'm explaining to people that we're using affiliate systems, we're using trading techniques, we're using all these online resources to earn income so we can live a quality life in America. Now, in addition, we're saving in assets. We are accumulating assets. Our portfolios look very different from most people, especially if you are a precious metal holder. And not many people own the physical metal, which means you can actually put your hands on it and produce it. And what I want to talk to you about next is a paper gold ETF. All right. ETF means exchange traded fund. If you're out there and you want to get involved in trading stocks or maybe gold stocks, ETFs, these ETFs are doing very good right now. Barrick Gold is an ETF fund that I hold quite a bit of. Now, I'm not here promoting this fund, but I am promoting the tools that you can start investing if you like in these funds or whatever you want. Because I represent a financial technology company also called Webull. And Webull is a place where you can start trading and actually owning ETFs if you want paper gold, for instance. And I'm not talking against paper gold because this is exactly what it is. And this is part of our conversation today, the paper gold. We actually promote owning the physical gold. That's why we represent Karatbars International, because it's a simple system to acquire physical gold. But the news of the day is Barrick Gold, because Barrick Gold right now is losing their mine in Papua New Guinea. And I want to go over this story real quick before we start talking about Barrick Gold on the charts. Because in Port Moresby, April 24th, the government decided not to renew BNL's license to the mine. So the government's decision not to extend its special mining lease was tantamount to nationalism without due process and in violation of the government legal obligation to BNL. BNL said it remained willing to discuss the issue with Prime Minister James Marape and his government. So apparently this mining company, BNL, which is a subsidiary of Barrick Gold is doing actually pretty well right now. It's breaking, to me, I think it's breaking all-time highs, Barrick Gold. But Barrick Gold is losing one of the mines in Papua New Guinea, and the government is ignoring the landowners around the mine who overwhelmingly support the extension of BNL's lease. The Prime Minister has refused to consult with them or even hear their views. BNL also notes that the government has advanced the existence of alleged environmental damage claims and resettlement issues as a reason of the non-extension. But the PNG Conservation and Environmental Protection Authority, CEPA, has carried out regular audits on the mine and has always found it to be in compliance with its permits. In fact, BNL's environmental management system exceeds the requirement of its permits. So look, here's where I think the problem is right here. All right, because Barrick and Zijin Mining Group each own 47.5% of the operation, with the remaining 5% interest held by Mineral Resources Inga. Mineral Resource Inga Limited's 5% interest is divided between the Inga province government, 2.5%, and the local landowners, 2.5%. Now, here's where the problem is. That mine is producing, a lot of money, but only 5% of it is actually going to the landowners and the government in the area of the mine. Barrick and Zijin Mining Group owns 47.5% of the mine. So they basically own 95% of the mine, and they're not giving enough back to the government. And that's a problem. So congratulations. Salute to the Papua New Guinea government for taking back their natural resources. And I hope they decide to put the mine to great use. I know that Karatbars has some interest over there as well. Maybe might be a good look for Karatbars, because what we're doing with our gold is actually helping people. So let's look at Barrick Gold over here on the charts, man. And I own quite a bit of Barrick Gold. I'm not opposed to the company Barrick Gold. Apparently they've done very good in their environmental audits and things like that. So when the market crashed last month, here's something that I started scooping up. So take a look, folks. This is the 4-hour chart on Barrick Gold, and it's very bullish right now on the 4-hour. Even on the daily, the daily is crazy. It's just been taken off for Barrick Gold. So if you're interested in owning paper gold, paper ETFs, this is a great company, I believe, to put a stake in right now. It's trading very high at the moment. You might have missed the moves already if you haven't started acquiring, this paper asset here. But on the daily, it's just been taking off. You can just see that gold is just exploding right now. Even physical gold right now by the ounce, the spot gold price, it looks like it can't be stopped at the moment. There's a lot of momentum. There's a lot of people running to safe haven assets like gold. And we really want you to understand that that's our message, has always been our message. Even before the pandemic crisis, this has been our message, is to own physical gold. And when you can get your hands on it and you can produce it and store it, like I keep a gold bar right in front of me. It's just a coin with a 1 gram gold bar in it. I just keep it close by because I know gold attracts more wealth. And I really believe that because it is God's money. Now let's go over to the GSG YouTube channel and we'll take a look at a few comments. I've seen some comments come across, and I certainly appreciate everyone out there making comments and participating in the community. So Mr. Leonard Raymond posted something here in kind of like a broken English, so it's kind of difficult to read and understand it, but people are responding to it. Morales LaRouque. So apparently Leonard Raymond bought something in May of last year. I'm going to assume it's KBC coin, and he hears nothing about it. And he wants to know if anyone's planning on going all in. I'm not sure really what he means there, but I appreciate your comment, and I appreciate the people that also responded, because I can't necessarily respond to every comment, even though I try to do as many as I can. I appreciate the community that does have truth and facts responding, man. I love it. Do Mo Better, Dorothea Monique. This comment came in 20 hours ago. How do you inquire more KBC, but it's actually acquire with an A? How do you acquire more KBC coins? I've been trying for months. Help me, please. Now, we've done this before. And if you are out here trading and you don't know how to trade and you don't know how to acquire these assets, I really, really think that you need some training. Get with someone who understands crypto, exchanges. Get someone that you trust to teach you that is very knowledgeable, because you need to know how to operate in this world. Now, I can tell you, I acquire most of my KBC coin from CaratBit.com, but there are several other places that you can go to get KBC coin. And if you go out to Coin Market Cap here, you can go down to the market pairs tab, and then you can get a list of all of the exchanges right now that you can buy KBC coin on. Right now, it looks like YoBit is down on Ether and Bitcoin. Kind of glad because I think we need to get off of YoBit. That's my personal opinion. But we got Coin Super, Coinbee, BitZ, CoinAll, LBank, Huobi, DigiFinex, BW.com, FatBTC, P2P, B2B, BitForex. I mean, you got all these different places that you can go get KBC coin right now. But if you don't know how to trade for KBC coin, you need to get someone on your team to help you out. Definitely go back to your sponsor, your Karatbars sponsor, if you have one. Now, KaratGold coin, as you can see, still around a half a cent, 2.18% up in USD, down 1.89% in BTC, up just about a half a percent in ETH. Market cap still holding on, 22,779,782. Volume is up. That's a good sign. 1.1 million right now in volume. So that's KBC coin. So we'll go through a couple more questions, and that's going to be it. Credit Express posted yesterday. Harold still won't address the CEMs and the QR codes debacle. Shaking my head. Mr. Credit Express, maybe a miss, I'm not sure, but Harold actually did say that the QR codes that you've generated for your Universe are still valid. They will always be valid. All you need to do is get to a CEM machine that has gold in it that you can process your QR code. So if you converted QR codes into gold, those things are going to remain valid. He's already addressed that, so I'm not sure why you feel that it hasn't been addressed. Now, yes, it is true that more machines are being stood up around the world. Yes, it is true that the entire network is still coming online. Yes, it's true that it's hard to find a CEM machine with gold in it right now. But that is not going to be the case, as we move forward. So all I can say is be patient. So Mr. or Miss Credit, I hope that answered your question a little bit. Golden Circle again. It's funny to me because there's certain people that follow this channel. All right, they respond, they watch every video, and I love it. Thank you so much to all of you who participate and watch the videos. But people that get on the channel and chat and they only comment negative things, in my mind, I'm like, if you don't like the project, you think you're being lied to and all this stuff, why are you still here? Why are you still following this information if you felt like you're being lied to? What did Golden Circle say? Over a year now, can't send a simple phone I paid around $4,500 for. And the phones were like 1,200 euros. I mean, I don't know what he's talking about. Phone was 1,200 euros, and people are still receiving their phones. Phones are being shipped. First the 20,000 units went out. They're waiting on more phones to come in so they can ship them out. Man, people are really impatient, but I appreciate you, Golden Circle. Jamal Lynn jumped on and said, I definitely feel your frustration, and I have similar feelings. Both my phones came in about a month ago. So I definitely believe you will get yours. Well, thank you, Jamal Lynn. I know you had other parts of your comment. People are voicing their frustrations, and that's okay. All right. It doesn't mean that you've been lied to or you're not going to get what you paid for. It doesn't mean that. It just means you might just have to wait a little bit because supply chains around the world right now have been shut down. Everything has been put to a standstill, but things are coming back online slowly. So just definitely have to wait. James Harrell at GSG, I have a question for you. Please email. Nah, man, I'm not going to. My email address is attached to this channel. If you want to email me your question, you can email me. I'm not going to email you, so you can email me what you want to ask. But, thank you. I appreciate you. Do Mo Better. Dorothea is back again. Jamal Lynn, what are you told about the coins, may I ask? So people are out there looking for information. I know people are. Teresa Washington put 2 days ago, please explain something. I really trust you. No one is able to answer a question. What happened to the benefits of the hard fork with the KBC coins? It's like it just disappeared and moved on to E-points and then to another coin. That's only what it seems like if you're not plugged in, Miss Teresa. And the company is following a plan. They put a plan in place and they are taking those steps that's required to move this whole project forward. Not every part of the project has been communicated to us. There's information that I still don't know. But what I want you to understand is that, all right, we had a smart contract change in the KBC coin. All right, it was necessary to get scammers out of our project. All right, it was necessary to get the people that were trying to prey on the innocent out of our project. So we did that. We've gone through that. We have things turning on in June. We still have to fork into our blockchain. That's something that's still got to happen. So that hasn't, been halted or anything like that, Ms. Teresa. But we also have new plans to actually make Unival, UNV, the stable coin. So there's a lot of things happening very rapidly. We're just looking toward June for many of these things to be turned on, and we'll see the full power of our ecosystem. So hang in there. I just hope you remain patient. Bugsy 400. So do you know anyone who has got any gold card deliveries? I received some of the paper gold, but that's cheesy. Is Karatbars hoarding the gold they have, or are they sending it out? That's a great question. I'm waiting on gold card deliveries myself. I know people that are receiving CashGold deliveries, the paper notes, and it's still gold. So I know there are people waiting on the cards. I'm also waiting on the coins. I got coins that I've ordered. So we're waiting to hear from corporate when shipping, full shipping is going to start again. We know that they've been sending out the debit cards. If you needed a MasterCard, you would get your debit card shipped to you. And apparently you can still get CashGold note shipped to you. But we are waiting to find out when we're going to get the other products shipped. So we know that Karatbars right now is working on a skeleton staff because of the situation in Europe. And it's understandable. But things are going to start ramping up again when the all clear is given in Europe and people can go back to work. So we're experiencing that here in the United States. So I don't, this is just me to you. I would be very understanding what's going on. And I want to shout out Harold Sites and the whole Karatbars crew out there. And I hope everybody is safe. So I'm going to do one more question. Jacques Corb, I signed up watching this video, also very concerned at this stage. I haven't watched the video. I don't know what he's talking about. So thank you for your comment. Last one, Cali Bay. I will holler at Cali Bay. Gold is the answer. We will be the new banks. And that's where we're going to leave it at, folks, because I believe that we are going to be the new banks. And we are giving you an opportunity for you to be the bank. And I had to wear my free gold shirt today because I just received a gram of free gold from Karatbars. So I want to thank again Harold Sites, the whole Karatbars team out there. If you want to join us, you can do that right now. Open up your gold savings account, goldbackers.com or goldbackers.info. That's right. It's good. It's a informational site where you can see some videos, find out a little bit more about Karatbars, the company, and then you can register your free account right from that landing page, goldbackers.com or goldbackers.info. And look, and don't forget, I got my Patreon project going on right now. I launched this project about 2 weeks ago, and I want to shout out right now, Rick Smith. Rick Smith, if you're out there and you're listening, thank you so much for joining the Patreon community at that $30 level. But Rick Smith, he's our community member. If you want to be our community member also over at Patreon, you can do that for as little as $5. So if you're interested in hearing more about the Patreon project, hang on right now. But thank you so much for everyone who has joined again today. Y'all have a great weekend. And we're going to talk on Monday for our Gold Standard Group conference call. We do have a special guest that will be joining our conference call. So be there Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, man, it's going to be something. Take care. Ever since I was a child, as far as back I can remember, I've always wanted to help people, whether it was create a company or a product or a solution, or maybe even start a movement, something that will benefit humanity forever. I want that to be my legacy. Now look, the goal here is to build a completely crowd-funded and private social assistance program. And the reason I want to do this is because I don't think it's the government's job to take care of everyone, our everyday needs. I think as human beings, as men and women, that should be our job to take care of each other. Now, how are we going to do it, you might ask? Well, one thing that I learned at my YouTube channel is that if you can provide value, people will subscribe to your ideas and they will follow you if you provide value. And I want to do the same thing here at Patreon. Our Patreon community is going to be a place where you can leverage information and ideas and maybe present your own idea. Because ultimately, ideas are powered by creativity. And that's what's going to drive our community, our creativity. No matter how we address problems or issues, it's a creative solution that always goes in place, especially for unconventional problems. And for my particular problem of wanting to be a philanthropist and make a difference in the world, I think I've come up with a creative solution to help bring that to life through Patreon. Now, the great thing about Patreon is that they have these different tier levels that are built into Patreon, and you can decide what level you want to come in on. Look, at this group, at this community, we have 4 different tier levels. At the $5 tier level, that's a $5 a month subscription fee. You'll be in our community. You'll be able to chat with us, get access to all our information, and just follow us as we grow. Now, at the $15 a month subscription fee, then you'll be able to chat with us, be part of the community, but you'll also be eligible to play games with us, go on missions to earn crypto and gold. Now, at the $30 a month level, you'll be able to play games and also chat with us, be part of our general community, but you'll be also able to pitch ideas if you need help releasing a product, or maybe you want to publish a video through our community. Then at the $30 a month level, I'll be working with those subscribers to help build up your audience. Now, for those people who subscribe at $100 a month, I consider those people board members. Now, as a board member, your job is to be on conference calls every couple weeks. We're going to talk about social initiatives. We're going to talk about who we're going to help, how much we're going to spend. We're going to talk about the budget. We're going to talk about how we're going to move this whole idea and movement forward. We're going to grow this social assistance program into a conglomerate and help as many people as we can. These are the board members at $100 per month. Now, what I have built into our project are certain monetary goals that we have to reach. I'll go over them in a second, but there are several goals that we have to reach until we get to the top. Now, the first one has already been met. I started this Patreon community, I created this video, and now I'm talking to you. Now we're off to the races to meet the rest of our goals. Now, you might want to know what I'm going to be doing with the subscription fees that I receive from you. And that's a great question, and I want to achieve transparency here, so I'm going to explain exactly how the money works. Now, if we could earn up to $499 per month, I'm going to take that amount of money and put it into my pocket, and then I'm going to walk away with it. But as soon as we make $500 a month in subscription fees, I'm going to take 10% of that and start a cryptocurrency wallet that I'll be publishing publicly for everyone to see. That cryptocurrency wallet is going to get funded to pay out our prizes and missions and things that I have the community members do. But now, if we could cross over $1,500 a month in subscription fees, I'm going to fund the cryptocurrency wallet at 10%, but I'm also going to start a gold wallet, a KaratPay Unival wallet that I'm going to also be funding at 10%. So I'm giving away now 20% of what I'm taking in to give back to you. And now, if we can reach $3,000 in subscription fees per month, not only am I going to fund the crypto wallet at 10% that month, I'm going to fund the gold wallet at 10% that month. I'm also going to take 10% and start a cash pool for our assistance program. Now, the assistance program is simply a program we're going to be voting on different members to help in our community. Say a member comes up short on the rent, needs some help with the rent. Well, we got that now. All right, that money's coming back to our community. So I'm now giving up 30% of what I'm making here at Patreon to have games, give back to you, as well as start our social assistance program. And now, if we can break $10,000 a month in subscription fees, I'm going to up all the percentages to 12% for the crypto pool, 12% for the gold pool, 12% for the cash assistance pool. I'm giving away lots of money here, folks. Now, if we can reach $20,000 a month and up, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raise all the pools to 15%. 15 for the crypto pool, 15 for the gold pool, and also 15% is going into the cash assistance pool. And I will have effectively given away 45% of what I'm making here at Patreon to provide you value. And I'm happy with it. I'm cool with taking 55% taking my wife out to dinner, doing something nice for the kids. But one thing is for sure, I know I'm gonna sleep well at night, knowing that I probably helped somebody and this movement is moving on and helping other people around the world. And if we can pull this thing off, what we will have created is a crowd-funded information and entertainment network, right? This is privatized social assistance. This is for the people, by the people. And I feel that this is the right thing to do because we can't expect government to continue to take care of us. We see what's happening around the world right now, and I believe it's our job as men and women to take care of each other. And I think this idea that I'm attempting to launch here at Patreon is going to be the greatest social experiment ever conducted. Thank you so much, and I'll see you inside the community.